Thank you very much for coming, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. I hope I didn't talk to you too much just then. I've been learning for a few months now and hope I'm making some progress at least. It's very good to see you all here today, and it's a great pleasure to be able to host this lecture in honour, in fact, not only by, it's not in honour of Sir Terry, it's by Sir Terry. So it's a great pleasure to be able to welcome Sir Terry Matthews to Cardiff University and the Learned Society of Wales for this ceremony and lecture which is taking place today. It's extremely important, as I'm sure you'll hear from Sir Terry Matthews, that universities are there not just to be pillars of learning. I mean, we are there for that. We are there in order to create knowledge and disseminate knowledge, send it out into the world, and give society and people, young people and old people alike, and medium people, which I hope I am, the benefit of what comes out of universities. That's really critical. So we are there to provide a benefit to society, not just for our own purposes. And there are lots and lots of ways in which we can do that, reaching out to schools, working with industry to create new products and services and innovation for the economy is all critical, and essentially improving the well-being of society. That's a real important central issue for Cardiff University. So I just want you to know very simply that Cardiff University is there for Wales and Cardiff University is there for you. And I'm sure that what we're going to hear today from Sir Terry will be doubtless in many ways challenging. I'm sure it will be encouraging, and I'm sure above all it's going to be extremely informative and entertaining. I'm now going to introduce the President of the Learned Society of Wales, Sir John Cadogan, who will take over at this point. Am I? Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Vice-Chancellor, and thank you indeed for looking after us here today in this excellent theatre, and indeed in this excellent building, which, of course, is named after one of the giants of science. Now, Menelaus was a famous Welsh engineer, and the Menelaus Medal is the first medal to be awarded by the Learned Society of Wales. It's sponsored, of course, by the South Wales Institute of Engineers Educational Trust, and it's awarded for excellence in any field of engineering and technology, and it's awarded to a practitioner with great connections to Wales. Now, we hear very much about the creative industries, and there's no doubt about their economic importance. However, there's a very strong case, in my view, the very strong case to be made that engineering is the creative industry. And here I speak directly to the many young people who are pleased to see in the audience. I guess that every one of you is pocketing a mobile phone, and that is an ingenious, creative concoction of chemistry, physics, and electronic engineering. Indeed, the word engineer is based on the word ingenious. Engineers make things that people need. Every economic advance of humankind has come from science, engineering, and technology. Where would we be without the wheel? And although many of today's followers of the precautionary principle, which is one of the biggest oxymorons I've ever heard of, they would have said at the time, do we need it? Do we need the wheel? Plenty of slaves, do all the pulling, elephants, oxen, don't need it, and it's dangerous. Now, many of you youngsters here today will live to be 100. And your happy, healthy, and energy-secure futures will depend hugely on continued success by engineers and scientists. And that is where much of the great excitement and sense of achievement will be. So think on that when you make your decisions. Now, today, we'll be honouring a truly great engineer who knows all about excitement and achievement, and he's Welsh. Sir Terry Matthews was born just up the road in Newport, brought up in Newbridge. He graduated with honours in electronics from Swansea University, and he moved to Canada when a young man. Not only is he an excellent engineer, he's turned his knowledge and other people's knowledge into commercial reality. And that is a gift, and it's a rare gift. We need more gifted people like him. He's founded or funded over 80 companies. Yes, 80. And big amongst them, of course, is Metel and Newbridge Networks. He's also chairman of Wesley Clover, which is a source of funding for many enterprises in Wales. Indeed, he's been a marvellous friend of Wales. How else would we have had the Ryder Cup in his palace down the road, up the road in Celtic Manor? It would have been quite simple for him to invested that money in Canada or China or anywhere. But he didn't. He believes in Wales and works hard to ensure that Wales really does become a small but clever country, which is what we hear a lot about. His Newport-based Alacrity Foundation, it's really almost a charitable operation. It's there to mentor and train the brightest and best graduates and create a new generation of British high-tech companies. He's a splendid example to us all. So there's no better person than Sir Terry to receive the first Menelaus Medal, which is now my great privilege to give to him. Sir Terry. There we go. Over the hang on the wall.
Very good smile.
There we go.
Very good. That was
Excellent.
excellent.
Thank you. Thank you. So he's got his medal and he's got his picture for the wall. So I now invite him to give his lecture, supporting and mentoring the next generation of business people and to create an economic growth engine for Wales, targeting world markets. Sir Terry, over to you.